In this video, we're going to talk about the two main components that you need to download to get started with R today. Stick around until the end and we'll talk about a third component that, while it's not necessary or needed immediately, it will be something that you want to download in the future. All right, let's get started. So the first component that we're going to need is going to be R, which is self-explanatory. And so we're going to jump straight into a browser and we're going to go ahead and download R. So let's just Google download R, and it should be the first link at the very top there. Go ahead and click on that. This should be the latest version. So at the time of this video is 4.2.1, and it should give you the download for your specific operating system. So for my case, it's going to be for Windows. Go ahead and click on that, and it's going to bring up your downloads folder. And so this is where you're just going to save the executable. And then when it's finished downloading down at the bottom here in your browser, just go ahead and click on that to open it. And you can't see it right now on my screen, but on your screen, you should see a screen that's just asking if you want to allow this app to make changes to your device. Go ahead and click yes. All right. And then your little setup wizard is going to pop up. And so just select the language that's appropriate for you. I'm going to select English. And so we're just going to go ahead and click next. And then it's going to ask you where you want to save R itself. And so the default should be fine. It should just be your programs folder. So go ahead and click next. And then I've already got this on my machine, so I'm just going to stop here. But after this, it's going to ask you a couple other questions. I would just recommend going with the defaults and just clicking next, next, next all the way, and then hitting finish and install. All right, so we got R now downloaded on our computer. And so in all actuality, you could stop here. You could just open R up and you could start coding away. However, I would recommend downloading RStudio. So RStudio is going to give you a better user interface. You're going to have a lot more features, and it's just going to be easier to use in general. So let's jump back over to the browser, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to type download RStudio. And then at the very top, you should see the link that we want. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's going to be 4 different versions. And so you're going to see a couple that are really expensive. And so we're not going to download those. Those are going to be the ones that are mostly for, larger corporations. And so the one that we want is going to be this RStudio desktop, open source license, and free. And so we're going to go ahead and click on that download link. And it should put the appropriate download link for you at the top of the screen. However, if you're running a Mac, say, and it shows you Windows, you can just scroll down and find the Mac link here. And so I'm running Windows, so I'm just going to click the download link here. Again, it's going to open your downloads folder. Go ahead and click save. And then once that's done downloading, you're just going to go ahead and click on that. And again, it's going to pop up a screen just asking if it's okay to make changes on your device. Go ahead and click yes. And then you will see this RStudio setup wizard. And so we're just going to, again, just click next, 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 finish, install. And the defaults, program files folder is going to be appropriate, and whether or not you want a shortcut. And so if you don't, just click do not create shortcuts, and then you just click install. All right, so in this video, we've shown you how to install R and RStudio on your machine. And so we could stop right here and we could start coding in RStudio. There's a nice graphical user interface that makes things really easy. And we're pretty much done here. But there's one extra step that I want to talk about, that in the future, if you decide you want to start developing your own R packages, you're going to need R tools. And so R tools is just something that helps you compile your R packages. And R packages are just simply collections of functions. And so right now it might not be necessary, but I think you're going to want to download it now and just get it out of the way so that you don't have to worry about it in the future. So let's jump right back over to our browser, and we're going to do the same thing. Just type download R tools, and you're going to see it, the first link here at the top. And then the first link at the top of this page as well. It should be the latest version. And then you're just going to kind of scan this page and look for this link that says R Tools Installer. So go ahead and click on that. And again, just save it to your downloads folder. All right, now that that's done downloading, we're going to go ahead and click on that. And again, you're going to see a screen that's just asking to make changes on your device. Click yes. And then you're going to get another setup wizard. And so again, defaults are fine. Default location is fine. Click next, And then in my instance, it's already on there, so it's not going to allow me to do that. But for you, you're just going to next, finish install, and that should be, you should be all set. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you found value from it, please hit the like button below. And if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video.